Greetings, it is I, the Fiendish Dr. Phil Nichols, coming to you for another episode of From the Lab. This will be the last From the Lab for a couple weeks, and then I'll check back with you toward the end of June. Just a few things. I've set up the big table. I've got all the busts that I'm working on now here and in the front end. They're all foam filled, got all the foam filling done. So now what I'm doing is I'm doing the final paint and the hair work on them, and as soon as they're all done, then I'll be shipping them out to you. So they'll be on their way pretty soon. The fluffy sculpture is done. The penguin is done. I'll be molding them maybe this weekend, early next week. We'll see how everything goes, you know. So let's have a look at the sculptures and then go to the front end. I put all the pour textures in, the wrinkles, everything that tried to match the original Savini sculpture as best I could. You know, I think I did pretty good. Next is the plaster mold, and then when I cast up the head and then cast a mouth part up in latex, then I'll take a silicone mold of it to make the acrylic. That's a lot of acrylic. The tongue and the teeth and all that are going to be acrylic in these. So let's go to the front end and see what I've been up to. Alrighty, well, things are underway. The dry line's full again. In the mold right now is Leprechaun number 9. That leaves 5 more to pour up, and I'll have them done within the next week or so. In the mold drying is the very last Evil Ed. So I'll be getting those finished and off to you. So I am making great progress on getting caught up. The other molds in here, you know, I got 3 more lagoon creature sets to pour up, and I did have somebody take a glow in the dark, so I'll be doing a glow in the dark for a patron. I'm tickled about that. And the Dark Shadows Werewolf, I'm just going to pour my shop copy, and then I'll be clearing these molds out, bringing in Monster from Hell, Carrie, because a lot of you asked for Carrie, and I'll be doing Carrie. I've got a few Monster from Hell to do. I've got a couple more repossessed to pour, and then a lot of one-offs of things. So I'm working on that, and then of course I'll have the penguin and Fluffy going into production probably in July. Is when I'll probably have the first one of them ready for viewing. Sculpture is going to begin. The Wolfman commission for Scott Solomon and Blackula. The redo of Blackula. Then I'll be moving on to the Hammer Dracula piece, the Universal Dracula piece, and the Norman Bates, Two Faces of Norman Bates piece. And then a couple things that I want to do too. I want to do Count Yorga. I want to do finish up the Night Stalker things. Just a lot of cool things that I want to do. And some werewolves I want to do. I want to do the Roy Ashton Legend of the Werewolf makeup, which was similar to the Curse of the Werewolf, but it used a prosthetic nose, and it's very cool piece, and I'm going to give it a go later in the fall, as well as everything else. I mean, you know, I'm making headway. I'm having a good time. I'm loving that you guys are loving it. So thanks for your patronage. Everybody enjoy your day. This has been the Fiendish Dr. Phil Nichols from the lab.